once in a while, that insecurity is going to come. Oh my God, this stuff that I have now is going to fail. Or, oh my God, this stuff I've achieved now is going to fail. And I would ask myself, I'll be like, is that what you want, guess? Oh God. I'll be like, is that what you want? Do you want this stuff to fail? And I'll be like, no. Then don't say it. And I'll be like, it will not fail. It won't fail. God, this thing will work. The way you've done it. God, let it continue to be like this. Or this. Hello, good morning. So I was styling my hair. I wanted to try another style, but oh my God, it went crazy. But I ended up just coiling it briefly. So, and then I decided to just have a quick chat with you guys. Today we're talking about the question I always ask myself. Is that what you really want? We're talking about self-sabotage and stopping one habit, bad habit that some of us have developed, all in the guise to like hide our shame and our guilt and our disappointments and our letdowns and all that. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. And I got teary eyes because I just talked about it. I have to stop. Anyway, let's get into the conversation and yeah, let me know what you think. My wig of the week. May I add my cheap wig of the week? Because it is cheap. It is cheap, but it's doing the job. It is doing the job. That's the most important thing. Is it doing the job? It is doing the job. So I'm just trying to style my wig and make it a little bit better. And as I'm doing it, I'm just thinking of the fact that a lot of times we want our lives to be better. Everybody does. We all do. We are all praying like deep down we want our lives better. But there's one nasty, will I call it nasty, or I don't want to say nasty, I would say something we're not aware of. One mistake we keep making. Oh my God, this cheap wig is getting on my nerves. But it does the job sometimes, but it gets on my nerve. And look at all that hair everywhere I have to trim. It's crazy. So there's one funny, nasty habit that we do sometimes, and it's the fact that when we get frustrated of what life is giving to us, we begin to be like, you know what? Yeah, I think maybe this is what it is. I will never get the job of my dream, so I'll just settle for this. And even when people come and they tell you that, oh my God, I'm excited, I've been applying for this kind of job, you'll be like, oh, they don't give it to people like you, don't even bother. They know who they give. Or if you don't have somebody in the inside, you can't get the job, don't bother yourself. Or you know what, I'm never gonna have children, or I'm never gonna get married, or I'm never gonna have a business of my own, or it's not for me. That stuff is not for me. It's not for me. It's not for my kind of person. Just because you feel like we've tried all we can and it hasn't been working, we begin to, I think it's like a coping mechanism. We begin to just accept the loss and begin to tell ourselves a lie. And it's scary because that lie almost feel like it's a truth to us. Look at my hair, it's really bad. I can't go out like that. I need to trim all that off. I can see it now. Or maybe I need to just put some heat. So that's the problem with the cheap wigs, because they use some kind of funny hairs for it. It has lace all around, but oh my gosh, look at all of that. But sometimes you just buy it and you miss it with the real ones you have, and you just, some days you wear it, some weeks you wear it, some weeks you wear the expensive ones That's how you survive life as a middle class person or as a broke person like me. Okay. Yeah, back to what I was saying. I think I've been able to, let me see, do something. This here. So before I digress again, begin to tell yourself this lie. That sounds so much like the truth because we say it over and over again, and it just becomes our personality. We're like, you know what? I don't do stuff like that because it's not for me. I've tried to pull another angle, and the painful part, like, is when people try to tell you try to be optimistic about, you know, their plans, something that you also want to you, and you still try to discourage them. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. And it happened to me. At one point in my life, I just started accepting what wasn't for me. I was just like, you know what, this stuff is not for me. This stuff is never gonna work out for me. So what's the point? I'm just going to accept that this is my life now. My life is going to be this person. You know, and one day I was listening to a podcast by Crystal Hot. I think so. That's her name. I'm so sorry. That's her name, yeah. If you listen to her podcast, she has literally changed my life. And in that podcast, she was talking about something, and then she said, we have begun to internalize who we don't want to be just because of disappointments and because it's taking longer to get to where we want to get to that, you know, desire. It's taking longer to get to that, you know, that thing that you've been thinking all your life. It's taking too long, and now you begin to shut it out and say, I never really wanted that, you know, just because we want to. Okay, I'm not gonna get emotional. Just because we want to hide that shame that we have not achieved the stuff that other people has achieved. And then we begin to say, you know what, it's not for me. I feel like my personality is this kind of person. I don't even need it. I don't need to, you know, be with somebody that's, you know, that is too caring and touching. Let me not say caring, because that doesn't sound right. I don't need to be somebody that is, I don't need to be with someone that is always checking on me. I don't like that. No, that's not my kind of man. Or we could say something like, I don't even want to be a businesswoman, you know. Business is not for me. Or I don't want to have a corporate job because I want to be a housewife. Or I don't want to be a housewife because I like to work. Or, you know, like telling ourselves lies. You know what your lies are. I know what my lies are. So like the scenarios are endless. I just may not have it right now, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of things that we lie to ourselves about just because it's taking longer for us to achieve that dream. And she said something, and she said, is that what you really want? Is that what you really want? I just put Vaseline and then I'm using it. I hope this stuff doesn't bore me because I don't know why I'm doing this. I really don't know why. I need to stop. The last time it bought me, it took me weeks. Okay, that's enough. I think it's fine. Is that what you really want? And I just had a ha-ha moment. It's like, oh my God, is that what I really want? Why don't you open your mouth and ask God what you really want? Yeah, it's taking a long time. It's taking a while. Yeah. It happens. Not to everybody, but it happens to some people. And like I was saying when I spoke yesterday, I said, you're not the first person. Yeah. You're not the first person, and that should be like a comfort to you. But we have to stop. We really have to stop saying things that we don't really want. We have to dig down and find what we want. If you want to be a businesswoman and it's not working for you, it's okay. But what is not okay is killing that desire and saying, well, business is not for me, or now speaking negatively about, that business or someone that is pursuing that stuff. That is not okay. Or because you haven't found a right partner, and then you're going to be like, relationships are not for me. I don't think it works for me. But that's what you want. That's what you want. So why are you saying that? Or saying, oh, I don't think I'm ever going to be successful, like, I give up. But that's not what you want. I don't think I'm ever going to find that job. Is that what you want? If that's not what you want, then why are you saying that? Why are you not being true to yourself? We have to learn to be true to ourselves. That's the only way it works. Because the longer you keep saying what you don't want, you get what you don't want. There's this line I always hear that says, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. So if you know what you want, keep saying what you want, please. Let's stop saying what we don't want. It's just going to make the whole thing longer. Begin to say what you want. Begin to say what you want. You don't know who's going to make it come true. Just begin to say it. Even if you don't have it yet. I know it's so painful. It's so painful when you see everybody getting that stuff and you haven't got it yet. Oh my gosh, it's so painful. But that is not a reason to now start taking on the life of a person that you're not. That is not the reason. That's not it. That's not a good enough reason for that. It's not okay. It's not okay. Yeah, it's not okay. What we should do is learn how to care for ourselves and still be positive and happy and enjoy what we have right now while we wait for what we don't have. That's what I'm going to say. But taking on the persona or speaking negatively about ourselves is not okay. We need to stop it. We need to. I hear it a lot. I see it a lot. People use it to cover up their pain and their disappointment and their shame. Yeah, I know. It hurts. It hurts. Everybody has it and you don't. But there are some things you have that people don't have. So why don't you bask in that and wait? It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. And there's something I also learned that I try to practice. It's not going to go away ever. It's never going to go. Even when you achieve this thing that you're pushing right now, something else is going to come up. You're going to start, desiring something else. And when you do, it's going to be like, sorry. And when you desire this thing that you're pushing, another desire will come that will be bigger than you, and it's gonna take you a while. To you, it's gonna be like, it's taking too long, but it's really not taking so long. But to us, it's gonna be like, it's taking too long, and you'd have to learn to be patient and be optimistic. But please, let's stop saying what we are not, or what we don't want. Let's keep saying what we want. And I was saying that what I practice now, see why I shouldn't get myself distracted with my makeup and everything. Yes. What I was saying that is that what I practice now is that once in a while, that insecurity is gonna come. Oh my god, this stuff that I have now is gonna fail. Or, oh my god, this stuff I've achieved now is going to fail. And I would ask myself, I would be like, is that what you want, guess? Oh god. I'll be like, is that what you want? Do you want this stuff to fail? And I'll be like, no. Then don't say it. And I'll be like, it will not fail. It won't fail. God, this thing will work. The way you've done it, God, let it continue to be like this. Or this thing I'm pursuing is going to work. Sometimes my brother will call me, and I really don't want to say, in particular what I don't want to like give so much information away. And he'll be like, what if this thing doesn't work? I'll be like, why do you think it will not work? But it's not as easy as I'm saying it now. It took a lot of practice, and when I listened to that lady, something just clicked in me. I'm like, oh my god, this is what I've been doing wrong. And I just wanted to share it with you guys, like, stop saying things that you don't mean. If you don't want that stuff, stop thinking it. If you think that thought, if it comes, you have to counter it immediately. There's power in that. Counter it. No, it's a lie. This thing will work. This thing will happen for me. Devil, you're a liar. You have to counter it. Stop giving out negative energy. I don't want to go into this whole stuff of, energy, and because everybody doesn't like. Cool. Because everybody doesn't really understand it the same way. But I hope you get my point. Like, this negative thought is going to come. This horrible feeling, this feeling of wishing yourself negativity, like this stuff will not work. I've been disappointed so many times. I'm going to get another disappointment. I understand. Yeah. When you get disappointed a lot, it begins to be like a norm, and you just be like, let me get myself ready so that when this happens, I won't feel bad. But you're not helping yourself. You're not helping. You have to counter it. And I'm saying this not because I'm perfect at it right now. I'm also dealing with it, and I'm saying it to you, and I'm saying it to myself, so that I remember when I'm in my downtime. You have to keep countering it. If that thought comes, this stuff will not work, I won't get this stuff, it is a lie. It will work. Even if it doesn't, you'll be like, even if it doesn't work now, it's going to work very soon. I know God. And you have to keep countering it, because that thought, that thing that comes to your head, that negative thoughts, is not from God. It's not from God. God wants us to have an amazing life. He wants the best for us. He wants us to be happy. Even though we're living in a really messed up world right now, He wants the best for us. And He has said that. He has made a promise that He wants the best for us. But heaven helps those who help themselves. So, yeah. When that thought comes, say it's a lie. It's going to work for me. It's going to work for me. Okay? So, let's stop saying what we don't want. Anytime you have this thought that, oh my god, this stuff will not work for me, it's never gonna happen for me, ask yourself, is that what I want? Is that what I want? I don't want this stuff to happen for me. This stuff that I know that is going to make me happy. This stuff that I know is going to better my life. This stuff that I know is going to take me to greater heights. Why am I saying it won't work? Is that what I want? And then you'll be like, no, that's not what I want. So then you open your mouth and say, yes, it's going to work for me. Please, let's stop, understand, like we do this thing where we self-sabotage our happiness, we self-sabotage our life, but you can rise above it. It just takes effort. It takes continuous practice. It takes everyday effort. You can rise above it. You can rise above it. I understand it's a coping mechanism to hide our pain, to hide our shame. Yeah. But yeah, now let's stop. Let's stop. Every day, let's stop until it becomes a norm. Let's stop. Let's stop wishing the worst on ourselves. It's unfair. It's unfair. It's not fair. I had to tell myself that one day, like, why do you wish the best for everybody and you're wishing the worst for yourself. Why do you think? That reminds me, there was a friend of mine. Oh my god, I don't want to give so much away. And he called me and he said, oh my god, a lot of people are not, I'm always sick, and I just feel like I'm not going to enjoy what I have built all these years. He has a really big business and everything. I'm always sick. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, why do you, based on what I've learned now, I was like, why do you think that you don't deserve to enjoy what you work hard for? I said, it's not like I feel like I don't deserve it. I just feel like a lot of people I know don't live long enough to enjoy it. And I said, but there are people who do. Yeah, I know some people don't live long enough to enjoy what they've built. What about the people that do live old? Don't you see them? Why don't you, use them as your point of contact? Why don't you use them? Why you focus on those that don't, that fall sick, and after working so hard they fall sick and they don't enjoy the fruit of their labor. And they don't enjoy the fruit of their labor. Why don't you focus on them? Why don't you focus on the ones that do? Why you focus on the ones that don't? And it was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm going to continue this episode tomorrow, because a lot of things just keep coming into my head, because this is like bigger than I thought. It's something that happens all the time. We self-sabotage our life, and I've been doing a lot of reading about it, and it's a conscious effort to stop. Oh my god, you guys are always making me have teary eyes every day now. Oh my goodness, my eyes are red. But yeah, it's something that it's real. It's real, and it's not just words of mouth. They do come to pass when you keep self-sabotaging yourself and saying negative things on yourself. Please stop. Please stop. You say things like, I can never get a good man. Says who? If I leave this man that beats me, I will never find another person better than him, because they love stories on the internet that men, do this to their wife, men beat their girlfriend, men, so I should just bear it, because I might never get somebody that would care for me as much as he does, so let me just bear the beating and all that. Who am I to judge? I'm not judging. I'm just saying that. Why do you think other people can get a good partner and you can't? Why? So, like I said, I'm going to come back and continue this episode, because there's a lot of healing to do. Yeah, gotta go. Teary eyes. Please stop wishing bad on yourself. Doesn't make sense. I'll be back for part 2. Okay. Okay, let me get myself together. I have to do like an introductory video, and I'm messed up already, and I have to go to work. But yeah, I don't want to have a sad day. I want to have a happy day. So I'm happy that I'm here sharing the little knowledge that I know, and I can't wait to learn from you guys too. Please share some of your thoughts, some of the things you've learned. Like, let's learn from each other. I'm just starting to get to the other side, over the rainbow somewhere. I used to say that quote all the time. I just like, what does this mean? Like, over the rainbow somewhere, there's a better life. There really is. And I'm just starting to see. I'll see you guys in my next video. Maybe part 2 of this video. Bye.